Oh, it's hot. And we're doing yard work and crap. Oh, so I got a nice another thing of coffee. This has got some, you gotta mix it like when it's hot or put it in a water bottle and shake the crap out of it. It's some Vietnam style freaking coffee and mixed in with American coffee. Yeah, I'm awake now. So, I have a little problem with my sound system in my truck. First of all, that sub and amp, that's not gonna freaking fit in my truck. We kind of wish this were an extended cab, but whatever. The less weight of the standard cab makes up for everything because I get better mileage. But whatever. Anyways, my stereo doesn't really like to go very high with my current speakers in there, and because I don't have a tailpipe at the moment, it's still a little bit loud in there. So I have my music up just a little bit, more than usual. And so I'm thinking if I just run this amp, which is right at where the speakers need to be for continuous, it's actually a little bit more. I believe this is just a 2-channel, so I should have a that's power, and I think this is just output, and then on the other side you just have your input, and then there's an output as well to go to another amp which you can run for your sub, which I'm going to put a sub in there, but I'm going to use the shallow ones to put in the back. So anyways, I've got enough wire here from an old Buick, and I think I can put together some wires. I think I don't really run a whole lot of power, so I think something like this might be okay for power. I'm not sure, I'll double check. But basically, I already know where I can run the power wires. It's real simple. Let's see. Yeah, we've been took out a whole bunch of basically a full bed of yard debris. Yeah, basically got some of these little things here, which I think I'm just gonna poke a hole through it. But basically there's some of those little things there. Just poke a hole through it, and I'll run a couple of wires, a ground and a power, and then run that to the battery. So I have in my box of miserableness, I have some of this long red stuff here. I'm thinking I don't need to run a fuse because this amp already has like 2 fuses on it, so it should be good there. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get that off that box, and then tell Adam he can come pick this up again, because I'm not gonna. This is his tub and box. He was gonna give it to me, but maybe I should keep it. I don't know. I'll just probably get back to him, or I'll keep it because freaking it's not gonna do him any good. I'm gonna get together some wiring. I think I can do a body ground because when I put the new engine in, I reestablished all new grounds. So I got the one from the engine to the body is clean and redone, and then I have a new ground from the battery going to the engine, and that's been cleaned up as well, and everything's just real nice and solid. So I think we'll be okay on a body ground. Not exactly sure, but because I just want to run a power wire, and that's it. I don't want to run another ground to the battery. So yeah, so I'm gonna put together some wiring. This should be pretty straightforward. Make a little wiring harness. I'll do a couple color-coded thingamabobbers, and then I got a little Allen key for this thing here. I bought this years ago when I had my Explorer, and I put that giant box, freaking huge, put it in the back of that thing, and it was okay. sometimes when I experiment I go crazy, and it didn't really work out that well, but whatever. So this has been bouncing around between me and Adam. So I'm gonna go get my big fan, put together a wiring harness for this, and then I'll show you where I hook everything up, and I'll show you where I'm putting the amp too. Okay, sorry I didn't do a whole lot of filming, but kind of wanted to get this done. But I made a little wiring harness. It's kind of not secured yet, but basically we have a signal, speaker front to the amp kind of deal, RCA. This green/blue wire is my turn on. I just kind of grabbed some wire together. Found some halfway decent speaker wire, Radio Shack crap, and put that together. I had one that was darker and one was lighter, so it kind of helped me identify which side was which. And then since I have these panels up, I can see which speaker wires are what. I think I got the sides right. It's real easy to switch it at the back. Now I need to pull this junk back off again. But man, it sounds great. It's like I put it on volume 20 and it's like ear shattering almost. And the stereo doesn't cut out anymore because it's not having to drive these. I mean, it's like a freaking motor from a Geo Metro trying to move a semi, it doesn't work. So yeah, these things get loud. So got my amp right back there. I haven't mounted it yet. I think I really don't want to drill through this, but it's nothing a welder and a grinder can't fix later on in life. But I'm gonna pull some of this excess wire underneath the seat, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of tape it all up so it looks clean. And then I kind of got it all tuned to how I want it. It's a good mix of loudness to bass ratio, and it sounds really clear. I have a big ground wire going right to the panel there, so it's got a good ground, because we have a good body ground now that we had this ever since I put that new engine in. So I've got everything's grounding out a lot better. And then this power wire here, I just need to secure there, and then we're off and running. I just ran it along down there, and it's well, you can't really see it, but it comes down, and then I'm running it along the frame rail, and I'm gonna go in there and zip tie it so you can't see the power wire. And then you probably just noticed this, but poked a hole through that grommet, so it's coming up there. I didn't have to run anything through the firewall this time. I'm trying to avoid doing that since there's these little grommets. You can just run stuff, through it. Okay, so yep, tested, it all works. There's a blue and white wire on that Sony radio. Here, I will show you what mine is. That's my Sony radio. Camera can't really focus on the model number. There you go. That's my radio. There's blue and white wire on the back. That's your amplifier turn on. And then there's 2 sets of RCA in the back. One is for rear speaker or sub, and then the other is front speaker. So what I've done is just plug into the front, and then if I ever decide to, I'll actually get another amp. I don't know where I'll put it. I'll probably get one of those small ones, put it up in that corner there, and then right in here I'll have a sub. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna run a sub. It's the only problem with having one of these cabs is very minimal space. But you know what? There is room for a couple of really shallow mount subwoofers under each seat. That would actually be kind of nice. So maybe put the amp in the center back there and 2 subs underneath the seat. Just shakes your butt when you're listening to music. But here, let's see if some Mexican music will give us a copyright claim. So turn this on here. That turns that light on too. That's kind of a retarded setup, but whatever. Oh, can't have that. Just volume 20 is all you need, and I'm pretty sure you can hear it over this Cummins. So it'll only get better when I get a tailpipe and a whole bunch of Dynamat and insulation and new carpet and everything else. I mean, this whole thing, even the headliner, I'm going to take this back out. I'm going to get a new one, put insulation in there, all back in here, just Dynamat back right here. See this? This just goes right to the outside if you poke a hole through it. So, you know, insulation, just freaking, you know, it'll be nice and quiet. Insulation on the doors and stuff. And you won't even hear the engine. And then all you'll hear is your lovely music. And then someday, enjoy your beautiful air conditioning. I'm working on that too. So now that my radio won't freaking cut out, and it won't shut off because all the ground wires are good and the power is good. So all that's been taken care of. Now it's just down to this sub, or this radio can't drive these speakers in here. I have MTX audio. Their continuous power rating is like 120 some watts. Actually, I think it was more than that. And you go volume 30, and as soon as someone goes, and then it just whip, protect, goes into protect mode. So Adam was running this amp here, this one that I got, the Aurora, and every time he'd open his trunk and put something in there, his ground wire would come out and it would just not work. And so I said, hey, you know what, since you don't even have a radio in your car anymore, I'll just take the amp back. I kind of loaned it out to him just for, you know, what the hell, you know. So I got it back, and then it's working pretty good. Oh yeah, I sealed my windows shut, mostly just on the outside. I can't wait to get a new back window. I mean, it's gonna get new molding and just a whole new, just a single pane window. Single pane tinted, all new windows, tinted and shaded solar freaking new window and everything. Oh my god, I can't wait. And then air conditioning. This is gonna be so creature comfort friendly vehicle. Oh, I can't wait. I probably got maybe $1,000 to spend to get that AC working. There's some things you have to get for the Cummins in order to make it work, and then you gotta, you know, whatever, but it'll happen. So there we go. Now I just need to get some wrenches and put this on there. This wire I have here does have a fuse in there. It's a big fat fuse. Don't ever think I'll pop it. And get this on there, and then we'll be good to go. And on zip tie the wire, make sure it doesn't move. So, well, it looks pretty tacky, but you know, I figured while I have the sealant out, I might as well just go ahead and do it, because you know it leaks right in here, and I noticed right here is missing a whole bunch of stuff. And same thing over there. So I just went ahead and put a kind of a crappy little bead all the way around. So I think that might seal her up for until I get a new window. I'm gonna get new trim too. New trim. I know it's expensive, but new trim, brand new window, all new windows. And then this guy here, I sealed up inside and out. Doesn't rattle anymore. At least I hope not. It's all filled with goo now. And my little wire harness, look at that. I put some goo right on there and just smashed that stuff on there, and now it's there. Hear the dogs. Oh! So all the wires are kind of tucked away in the back there. The amp is velcroed to the body. We'll see how long that holds. I might be going to the river tomorrow with it, so we'll see if it holds. You see what the dog did? Pop that out on me. So, yeah, I might go to the river. Still have like freaking full tank of gas, diesel. So, I don't know. See if my friend wants to go. If not, then I probably won't go, because screw it. Uh-oh. That's up there.